Hey everyone, welcome to a deep dive into America's grocery crisis. Today we're exploring the challenge of finding fresh food in major cities. We're taking you through the top 10 US cities facing grocery shortages. This isn't just statistics, it's real life for families and travelers. Imagine entering a grocery store to find empty shelves, or a family opening their fridge, hoping for dinner, only to find it bare. Whether local or visiting, food access shapes city experiences. If you care about food justice, consider subscribing. It means a lot to everyone whose story deserves to be heard. Alright, let's get started. Detroit, Michigan, once the Motor City, now bears the deep scars of industrial decline. Once the city's factories roared with life, providing steady jobs and fueling dreams for generations. But as the auto industry faltered and manufacturing jobs vanished, Detroit's landscape and its people were left to pick up the pieces. As factories closed their doors, entire neighborhoods lost not just jobs, but also access to basic necessities. Finding groceries became a daily struggle, with many stores shuttered and shelves left bare. The decline hit dinner tables as hard as paychecks. Families who once enjoyed hearty meals now stretch every dollar, making tough choices about what to buy and what to skip. Detroit's landscape is dotted with empty lots and abandoned buildings, silent reminders of supermarkets that once served as community hubs. These vacant spaces are more than eyesores, they represent lost opportunities and daily hardships. In their place, corner stores offer mostly processed snacks and sugary drinks. Fresh produce feels like a luxury, often out of reach for many families. For those with cars, the search for healthy food means driving miles to suburban supermarkets. It's a journey that takes time, money, and energy, resources already stretched thin. But amidst the struggle, hope grows. Community gardens have sprung up across Detroit, transforming vacant lots into vibrant patches of green. Here, neighbors come together to grow fruits and vegetables, reclaiming their city one seed at a time. Volunteers plant not just seeds but hope, restoring life to places where supermarkets vanished. These gardens offer fresh food but also a sense of pride and connection. For many, grocery runs are long journeys on foot or by bus, especially for those without cars. Carrying heavy bags for blocks or waiting in the cold for a bus is part of daily life. Imagine pooling gas money with friends or spending hours on public transit just to buy basics like milk and bread. These are the realities Detroiters face every week. Meal planning isn't about recipes or cravings, it's about making do with what's available. People get creative, stretching ingredients and reimagining meals to feed their families. Yet, Detroit's story is not just one of loss, but of resilience. Communities come together, sharing food, resources, and hope, fighting every day to put food on the table and build a better future. New Orleans, Louisiana, a city famous for its spirit, music, and world-renowned cuisine. The streets pulse with energy and the aroma of spices and fresh beignets fills the air. But beneath this vibrant surface, a different story unfolds. One that's not always visible to visitors or even to some residents. Despite its reputation as a food lover's paradise, New Orleans is struggling with food access. For many, finding fresh, affordable groceries is a daily challenge. After Hurricane Katrina, the city's landscape changed dramatically. Many neighborhoods lost their grocery stores and some never reopened. Today, finding a full-service grocery store is harder than it should be, especially in the hardest-hit areas. Tourists flock to the French Quarter, savoring the city's flavors and culture, often unaware of the struggles just blocks away. Meanwhile, locals in many neighborhoods face what are known as food deserts, areas where access to healthy, affordable food is limited or non-existent. Huge swaths of the city lack supermarkets, forcing residents to travel long distances or rely on convenience stores with limited options. This makes it difficult for families to maintain healthy diets. After Katrina, some stores never reopened, leaving behind empty shelves and broken promises. The scars of the storm are still visible in these abandoned storefronts. Those stores that did return often struggle to stay open, facing low foot traffic and high operating costs. Shelves can be sparse, and choices are limited. In response, communities have gotten creative. Pop-up markets now appear under highway overpasses and in vacant lots, bringing fresh produce directly to neighborhoods in need. Local chefs, passionate about their city's food traditions, work hard to source ingredients from these markets and local farmers, keeping the city's culinary spirit alive. For many New Orleanians, enjoying the food they love isn't simple. It takes careful planning, patience, and sometimes a bit of luck to find what they need for a family meal. There's a mix of pride and frustration in the community. People come together to discuss solutions, but the struggle for basic groceries remains a daily reality for too many. The story of New Orleans is one of resilience, creativity, and hope. But it's also a call to action. A reminder that everyone deserves access to good food, and that the fight for food justice is far from over. Memphis, Tennessee, a city of music and a quiet food crisis. Beyond Beale Street, Memphis is one of the largest food deserts. Whole neighborhoods lack supermarkets, relying on convenience stores. Getting groceries means long bus rides or hoping for mobile grocery trucks. It's about health, dignity, and opportunity. Limited fresh food leads to fewer choices and higher prices. Community leaders push for change with mobile markets and new stores. For visitors, Memphis is music and history. For locals, it's hunger. The blues reflect real struggles and a call for attention. Baltimore, Maryland, a city of contrasts, prosperity, and hardship. This city, known for its rich history and cultural diversity, presents a unique blend of thriving areas and struggling neighborhoods. The juxtaposition of wealth and poverty is stark, making Baltimore a city of two tales. The vibrant inner harbor, bustling with tourists and commerce, stands in sharp contrast to West Baltimore's boarded-up houses and neglected streets. This disparity is a daily reality for many residents. In some neighborhoods, residents rely on corner stores or Arabber carts for fresh produce. These mobile vendors and small shops are lifelines in areas where larger grocery stores are scarce. For others, food pantries become essential to stretch their limited budgets. Volunteers work tirelessly to provide for those in need, highlighting the community's resilience and solidarity. Invisible barriers shape daily life, with food deserts prevalent in many parts of the city. These areas lack access to affordable and nutritious food, impacting the health and well-being of residents. Public health officials highlight the challenges of transportation, safety, and time that residents face when trying to access healthy food options. These issues are complex and require coordinated efforts to address. Baltimore's history of segregation continues to echo in the distribution of resources. The legacy of these divisions is evident in the stark contrast between different neighborhoods. Despite these challenges, resilience stands out in Baltimore. Families and community members find creative solutions, such as urban gardening, to improve their access to fresh produce and foster a sense of community. Community gardens and local leaders are at the forefront of pushing for better food access. These initiatives not only provide fresh produce but also bring people together, strengthening community bonds. Small corner stores struggle to compete against larger supermarkets, often offering limited produce and higher prices. This makes it difficult for residents to maintain a healthy diet. Processed foods dominate the shelves, limiting healthy choices for many. The convenience of these items often outweighs their nutritional value, contributing to health issues. Baltimore's story is a tale of two realities, hope and struggle. Amidst the challenges, there is a persistent spirit of hope, with communities working together to create a better future for all. Cleveland, Ohio, at the heart of the Rust Belt, shaped by industry and change. Abandoned factories symbolize lost jobs and opportunities. Residents navigate a patchwork of food options. The West Side Market offers fresh produce, but access is limited. Community meetings discuss opening co-op grocery stores. People take action, tired of waiting for outside help. Cleveland's challenges include high unemployment and aging infrastructure. Pride in the city's history fuels determination for improvement. Cleveland's story is one of loss and possibility, with hope for a better future. St. Louis, Missouri, the gateway to the West, divided by access to food. The Delmar Divide separates wealthier areas from those with limited grocery options. Families shop in spacious supermarkets or rely on convenience stores. Urban farm initiatives offer residents a chance to grow produce. These projects build community and reclaim abandoned spaces. Meals often consist of canned and processed foods. Sharing a meal keeps hope alive in tough circumstances. St. Louis is a city with a strong spirit, determined to overcome challenges. Atlanta, a city of growth, but not everyone shares in the progress. Skyscrapers rise, but neighborhoods close to downtown face challenges. Luxury condos contrast with families lining up at food banks. Growth pushes up rents and pushes out longtime residents. Gentrification reshapes neighborhoods, closing grocery stores. People travel miles for fresh produce. Locals remember when corner stores offered fresh veggies. Community groups demand better access and push back against loss. Atlanta's growth leaves some residents behind. The city's prosperity should mean everyone eats well. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, faces food deserts. Families travel miles for fresh produce, relying on corner stores. Community-run kitchens serve hot meals to those in need. Volunteers work tirelessly, hoping to fill more than empty stomachs. Philadelphia's map of food deserts tells a story of disinvestment. Supermarkets are few, and public transit doesn't bridge the gap. Urban gardens transform blight into bounty, fostering pride. Food pantries offer more than meals, they offer dignity. Volunteers share recipes, stories, and laughter with food. The struggle to eat well shapes every aspect of life. Philadelphia fights for brotherly bread, moving closer to justice. Houston, a sprawling metropolis, faces food access challenges. Families spend hours in traffic to reach grocery stores. Fast food is everywhere, but fresh produce is rare. Community gardens offer hope and a place for neighbors to connect. Houston's layout impacts grocery shopping and school lunches. Every trip to the store can be an all-day affair. Local organizations run mobile markets and partner with farmers. Houston's story is one of contrasts. Innovation alongside inequality. Chicago, the Windy City, faces food insecurity challenges. Upscale grocery stores contrast with corner stores on the south and west sides. Decades of segregation have shaped the city's food landscape. Farmers markets accept SNAP benefits, bringing fresh produce to those in need. Food insecurity affects health, education, and opportunity. Community gardens and food co-ops offer hope and fresh food. Local leaders push for policy changes and urban agriculture funding. Chicago's story is about justice, dignity, and the right to thrive. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Every city has its own story of struggle and determination. Behind every headline, there are real families and communities creating change. If you found this story moving, please subscribe and share. Your support helps shine a light on important issues. Every meal shared and garden planted brings us closer to a world where everyone has enough. Thanks for watching, and join me for the next chapter. Together, we can amplify the voices of those making a difference.